Hey guys, today I'm here with my March favorites. I'm here in my bedroom today. If you missed my last favorites video, I had some requests to put Roux in my videos again, but when I film at my vanity, it's near impossible unless I like prop her up behind me on a desk. So I decided to start filming my favorites videos here in my bedroom. If you missed Tuesday's video, I did a Colourpop haul and try on, and there was a giveaway in that video, so I will link to it down below, but let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to chat about today is what is on my eyes, looking nice and warm and matte. It is the Urban Decay Naked Petite Heat, and I am really enjoying this palette. Of course, they're not reinventing the wheel, but I don't think that everything that comes out needs to be reinventing the wheel, in my opinion, and I feel like they were there was a bit of a hole in the market when it came to small, basic, warm palettes, at least in the Urban Decay family. There are some other ones out there now, but I always looked at those Naked Basics and I was like, that's great, but they're so cool toned. A lot of them are quite light, and this is exactly what I was looking for. So it's a great kind of easy palette. You can get a few different looks out of it. I mean, it's obviously not going to be the most versatile in the world, but when it comes to the ways that I would use this, it would be something simple and matte and warm like I have today. I would use it as a comparison, or sorry, a companion palette to another palette that was missing the mattes. Great for travel, all that good stuff. So I think it is really nice. I like the shade selection that they have in there, and I think the quality is really nice as well. Blendable, buildable, really beautiful shades. So if you are wondering, if you already have the Naked Heat, you may not need this. Emily Noel did a great comparison video, and there are a lot of carryover shades, so that is definitely something to consider, but on its own, as a standalone palette, I think it is really great. My absolute favorite product of this month is from Makeup Forever, and it is their Ultra HD Soft Light Liquid Highlighter. I went to a Makeup Forever event recently. I will link to some of my recent vlogs down below, along with my most recent What I Eat in a Day. If you have been watching my vlogs and my What I Eat in a Day, I really appreciate it. I know that a lot of you come to me for makeup, but I would really appreciate it if you haven't checked it out to go check it out. If you don't like it, you don't like it, so be it. But in one of those videos, I did go to a Makeup Forever event, and I got this guy. And at first when I swatched it, I was like, I don't know, it looks so matte, I don't really get it. But when I put this on the skin, I was blown away. I am wearing it today with another highlight, but I have been talking a lot lately about having more textured skin and highlights that are good for textured skin. This is absolutely one of them. It's also just so incredibly natural. I've put it on over powder, I've put it on like a face that has not been set and then put a little powder over. You still get such a beautiful natural glow. And upon swatching this, I was like, I think the shade's too light. It looks kind of weird. I'm not totally sure, but blown away by this. I absolutely love it. I mean, Makeup Forever almost always hits it out of the park for me, but this is such a good one. I have been wearing a lot lighter coverage foundations. I haven't been going as heavy in my makeup, so I've really enjoyed adding this guy into the mix. It is pretty brand new from Clinique, and this is their Beyond Perfecting Super Concealer. So if you're familiar with their Beyond Perfecting foundation, they've now released a concealer, and I have been trying out the concealer, really liking it, but I wanted to point this out specifically because this is their corrector. This is the Apricot Corrector. And what I really like about this is, although there's only one corrector in the line, instead of them going directly to a really light pastel corrector that's really only going to fit very fair skin, this works for me. I think it'll work for skin that's a little bit lighter and a little bit deeper as well. Definitely a lightweight corrector. It's not incredibly highly pigmented, but what I like about that is it means that I can use it on my face, around my mouth, but then I can also put it under my eye, so it's kind of dual purpose. So I have been really enjoying this, especially the lightweight texture, because although it does give a little bit of color correction, a tiny bit of coverage in there, but you're not getting that heavy feeling or the heavy look, so I can pair it with both light coverage foundations and heavier coverage foundations. So this next lipstick is something that I wore in my primers for oily skin video, and I was loving it. I thought it looked so good, and then you guys gave me so many compliments on it, and I've just been wearing it non-stop, and I wore it that day for the entire day through lunch, dinner, and this formula of lipstick is so good. It is the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick. This one specifically is in the shade Boss. It was their collaboration with Lily Singh, which is amazing. She's Canadian and fabulous, but this shade is just so gorgeous. I feel like it looks so good on so many people, and this formula in general is just incredible. Really long wearing, not dry, but looks super matte on the lips. A great applicator, huge shade range. This is one of my favorite formulas of liquid lipstick, and I have worn this shade a few times, but I only more recently broke it out and have been wearing it a ton just because it looks so good. It's such a good red, so highly recommend this if you're looking for a great red liquid lipstick. I'm thinking about doing a red liquid lipstick video or red lipstick video. So I feel like a lot of people talk about how they can't wear reds, and I think everybody absolutely can wear red. It's just a matter of finding a shade that works for you and just kind of getting used to it. The first time I put on a bright lipstick, I was like, whoa, no, no thank you. And now I love wearing bright. So it's a little bit of finding a shade that works for you and finding your confidence. But anyways, total side note, it's a great lipstick. I have two more makeup items that I want to mention. The first is from the brand Nude Sticks, and for some reason I love Nude Sticks. I think they make amazing products and I just do not give them enough love, so I thought today was the day. What I want to mention specifically is their gel color lip and cheek balm in the shade Luxe, but I love, again, everything that they do, similar to what I said about Makeup Forever. They can do no wrong. Their magnetic matte lip colors last forever. The magnetic matte eye colors, I think that they are, those are really great for oily skin, but this shade specifically is something that I've kept in my bag for a year. It comes in and out and it's just such a good one. It is like a gel formula, so it's a little bit glossy, but it has a good amount of color, easy to throw on. I haven't actually worn it on my cheeks, but I do feel like the whole idea behind Nude Sticks is it's very easy. You can put it on your lips, cheeks, eyes, all that good stuff. So I do think that that could be a good option, but I've definitely been leaning on this for my lips. And then the last item that I want to mention is, for makeup anyways, is a mascara. This is from Annabelle and it is their Skinny Mascara. And I normally use the mascara that I'm using on my top lashes, on my lower lashes. I'm never particularly high maintenance about what goes on top and bottom, but I have been specifically reaching for this for my lower lashes recently because I do have a tendency to get mascara all over my eyes. So this has been great for not getting mascara all over my eyes. It has a tiny, tiny wand, but at the same time it's impactful, because I find sometimes tiny mascara wands, you're like building and building and building and you can't see anything. So this gives you a really nice amount of color, of blackness. It does not smudge or transfer, but it makes it even easier upon application because it does have such a tiny little brush. The next item that I want to mention, I don't have here in front of me specifically because I was wearing them and now they are gone, but when something totally changes up my routine, that is when I know, okay, this is something, this is special. If you know anything about me, I love to paint my nails. I do it like 2, 3, sometimes 4 times a week. I find it enjoyable. I love it. It's just something that I love. That's why I don't like shellac or gels or acrylics. Not only do they damage my nails, but I just get so bored. But I recently tried the Kiss Glam Fantasy and Jewel Fantasy nails. I'm currently wearing the Glam Fantasy. I will link to these ones down below as well, and I'll show you a picture of the nails specifically that I was wearing for 9 days earlier this month, and these were just so beautiful. When I first put them on, I was a little bit unsure because I'm just not used to having like long, like fun, wild nails. I normally just paint it like a cream, kind of cream finish, polish, blue, pink. I'm not that adventurous when it comes to my nail color or nail design anyways, because I don't like to do it myself. But what I loved about these were they had dramatic nails, they had plain nails, they had some with jewels, but the wear was amazing. Some of them you can put them down with kind of like a sticky pad, which works really, really well. On my nails, I put the sticky pad down and then put the glue and then put my false nail on my thumbs and on my pointers, because those are my most used fingers, to give extra wear. And I was so impressed with these. I put them on again. I didn't even paint my nails. Like, this is monumental. I've never ever gone this long without painting my nails. Even if I get them done at a salon or shellac, I'm already taking them off after like 5 days because I get bored. So I'm really, really excited about these. I can't wait to find some more designs. I really love the ones I was wearing. I really love these that I have on now because my favorite nail color to wear is blue, so I'm super excited about these. Normally when I go to put together all of the items for my favorites videos, I reach for the makeup first, then I'm like, okay, what did I love for hair, skin, all that good stuff. But for some reason this month, I was really into like skincare, body, hair care, so I've got a bunch of picks. The first we'll talk about skincare, and this is from L'Oreal. I've had this for a while and just haven't reached for it, but it is their Pure Sugar Scrub. This one is the kiwi one, which, I mean, it's just adorable. It has actual kiwi seeds in there, and this one, they have 3 different ones. This one is formulated for enlarged pores, oily skin, and I've used this a few times now, and every time I use this, it leaves my skin feeling so incredibly smooth the next day, soft but moisturized, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I've really, really enjoyed a lot of the skincare that L'Oreal has done, and if you do have a different skin type, they do have other versions. I do generally lean on more chemical exfoliants, but I do absolutely love the feeling of a physical or mechanical, whatever you want to call it, exfoliant, so this has been a delight. The next oily skin favorite that I've been using is an actual oil cleanser. This is from Shea and it is their Pore Finished Sakura Refreshing Cleansing Oil. So they recently launched or relaunched or promoting 4 of their different cleansing oils, and they sent them along. This one is for oily skin, and I have a lot of cleansing oils that I like. I don't mind using oils on my oily skin, but this one I have noticed is incredibly lightweight. So if you're new to the oil cleansing game, you have really oily skin and you don't like the feeling, this is beautiful. It kind of is somewhere in between like oil and water. It just has the most light texture. I pump out about a pump or 2, rub it all over my dry face. There's something so satisfying about that. Then go in with a little bit of water, rub it all in, break it down. And as I mentioned, if you don't have oily skin, they do have 3 different other versions for different skin types. And of course, Shea has been praised for a long time for their great cleansing oils, and this is my first time trying them, so I'm super impressed with this one. Another skincare item that I've been loving is from Nivea, and this is a huge bottle, by the way, which makes it an awesome deal, but this is their Micellar Skin Breathing Micellar Water. This one is for dry and sensitive skin. They have another one for normal. I didn't even realize I was using the one for dry and sensitive skin, so I don't find it heavy or leaves a residue by any means. I haven't really used it as a makeup remover because I do like to use a cleansing oil, but I have been using this in the morning. It looks like I've barely used it, but I only use a tiny bit in the morning. Instead of going in with a full-on cleanser and water on my face in the morning, I've just been using this and I really like it. It is so gentle on the skin, but it leaves it feeling fresh, ready to start the day. And although it does say it's for dry skin, I mean, I can't really account for that. I think it is just so nice and refreshing on the skin. I have used it as a makeup remover a few times, and I thought it was good, but not as good if you're going to be wearing heavier makeup all over the face for waterproof mascara and things like that. I do prefer a cleansing oil. If I was doing a light makeup day, this would be better, but I primarily love it as kind of like a face wash in the morning, and it leaves absolutely no residue at all. So I'm new to testing out some of Moroccan Oil's products. Their hair stuff has been around forever. Maybe their body stuff has been as well, but I never tried it. So recently I was sent the Moroccan Oil body butter, yeah, and this is in the scent Florida Rose. I know that they've had a few scents out in the past. They have a rose collection out right now, and it has a really nice light rose scent. I've kind of been growing into rose scents. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or rose scents are getting lighter. Either way, I have been enjoying them, and this is glorious. If you have dry skin, I don't think I've ever used a moisturizer that's as moisturizing. Leaves my skin so supple, and I don't want to use the word moist, but we'll say dewy. I don't know. It's just so good. The only issue with it is that it is so incredibly thick that it's almost hard to put on your body. Not that the formula is hard, but it just doesn't spread as easily because it is so incredibly thick. But I moisturized with this about an hour ago. I used this 2 weeks ago was when I noticed a true difference, because I had been using it and it was good, really good, but I noticed it because I had kind of touched my chest while I was out and I had moisturized probably 12 hours prior and my skin still felt so good. This is not something that I would necessarily use. I would use it in the morning after a shower if I had time to kind of let it sink into my skin. Even better at night if you want to put it on and wear it overnight, but this is so incredibly thick. You only need a little bit of it. It is going to be better if you put it on straight out the shower, but it depends how much time you have to get dressed and whatnot, because this is a serious moisturizer, but I have been loving it. And even though we are moving into summer, my skin is dry all year round, so I'm definitely going to be reaching for this because my skin has been neglected this winter. Lastly, I have 2 hair items that I want to mention, and thank you so much for all the love on my curls that you've been giving me lately. I'm constantly trying to try new stuff and tell you about what I'm loving. So I will do a hair care routine, but my favorites videos, empties, that's another great place to find recommendations for my curly hair favorites. And I did do a curly hair favorites in about November, so I will list that down below. But the, what is this? Shea Moisture Manuka Honey Mafura Oil Intensive Hydration Conditioner. Oh. Okay, so I just realized I've been using a conditioner as my leave-in just that second. I thought that this was the leave-in. I've been putting this in my hair after I wash and condition it, put this in, and then put in like my styling product. I mean, it still works. I'm still going to talk about it, but I did not realize that. I thought it was a leave-in. I was at Walmart a few weeks ago looking for a leave-in conditioner and came across this, and then like 2 weeks later was invited to the Shea Moisture launch, as they have officially launched in Canada and are available at Walmart. They have always been available, but this is probably going to be one of the more affordable places to find it. I got this for $11.97, which is such a good deal, and I loved this because I was like, ooh, a leave-in. It's such a good size. It comes with a pump. That's awesome. Not a leave-in. Anyways, either way, really enjoying this, and you can use it both in and out of the shower. And then lastly, from the brand Kristen S. This brand is quite popular, I think. I wasn't super familiar with it, but it is now available on well.ca. I did a blog post recently outlining some of the products that I have been trying from them, and this signature hair water, I was like, hair water, why? What is this? But I really like this. I've been trying to manage my second day curls. It's been a long journey of just figuring out my just regular curls. So I always have to wash them to have them look the way I have them now, but I want to be able to extend it beyond that. I want to be able the next day to do a little, you know, couple different things to my hair. So I have a second day curl routine, which I will link it to down below, that I did on Instagram. But this I have really been liking for that, because I do add water to my hair, but then I follow up with this, and I love that it has just such a nice mist, which makes it so good for distributing in your hair, and I think would make it good for just about any hair type, because you're not putting a ton of water on your hair, so you're not going to make your waves fall or whatever it may be. And there is more than just water in here. There's also some oils. I think there's a pea protein in here. Yeah, pea protein. So it is more than just water, but it is really incredibly lightweight. They recommend it for things like adding texture, rehydrating dry feeling hair, adding fullness to hair, calm down hair that's been over curled, and it's ooh, got it right in my nose there. It is $12.97 on well.ca, which I think is quite a good deal. So it is more than just water. I was skeptical too at first, but I've been really impressed with this, especially for second day curls. For my subscriber of the month this month, it is Miss Kaylee K, and that's not your YouTube name, but it is your Instagram name. Anyways, thank you so much for all of your support this month. You know what you did. Much appreciated. She helped me out in a time of need, so I just wanted to give you a second special shout out besides the long conversation we had on Instagram. But I really appreciate your support. I appreciate all your support, of course, but I do like to shout out one person a month that has really warmed my day and just made YouTube extra special to me, so thank you so much. And for my YouTuber of the month, it is a fellow Canadian and a friend of mine here in Toronto. Her name is Joelle. You may know her as La Petite Noob on Instagram. I followed her on Instagram far before I met her. Then I met her in person, and then I was like, oh, I follow you on Instagram. Happens to me all the time. I'm like, oh, I follow you and love you. I didn't recognize you. So she has started a YouTube channel, I think about a year ago. She has a great fashion blog, awesome Instagram. She is like the most adorable human being, so incredibly sweet. She's given me lots of advice and help since I've moved here, and I absolutely appreciate that. So be sure to go send some love to her channel. Always happy to support fellow Canadian creators, and especially people that I know and love and think are creating great stuff. So hopefully you will enjoy her as well. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at samanthajaneyt, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!